Let's see self subqueries. Subqueries is one of the most important some related to SQL Server. In depth, if they want to ask any in depth interview questions, they will definitely ask on subqueries at least one question, right? Let's see how the subqueries will be useful, right? Okay, let's get started. This is the table. We have a table of products, and let's say we want to write a query to return the product details for the product or products which have the highest price, right? One way we could do this is we can first write a query to get the max price, right? uh, we have select max price from products, and this gives us the following query results. So we get 95 value. Looking at the products table, we can visually see that product in 6 has a price equal, right? Price equal to that maximum price of $95, right? Actually get the row for the product, we could then write a query to select columns from products where price equals 95, right? Let's do that. See, so this query row returns what we wanted, which is the product or products with the highest price, right? Select product ID category price from products price where is equal to 95, price is equal to 95. This will be the result. So however, we had to write two separate queries to get the result, so this is not a very dynamic process. A better way to get the product. So details of the product products which have the highest price is to use the subquery which show that. Okay, so now we have select columns from products where price equals, then we specify our original query in parentheses, right? See, this latest statement in the parentheses is what is called a subquery. See, the statement in the parentheses, is what is called a subquery. A subquery is simply, right, a subquery is simply a query contained with another query. Subquery is nothing but a query contained with another query. In this case, this is an example of a self-contained subquery. This this is called self-contained subquery. This just means that the subquery is, see, not depend on the outside query. Subquery not depend on the outside query. If we want to, we could just highlight subquery and run it independently. We can run it independently, right? So that this is also a single row subquery because the subquery only returns one row, right? In other words, select max price from products is just going to return one value, single row, right? Some queries are also called scalar subqueries. In the out of the query, we have the workloads where price equals, we have rows where price equals the value written by the subquery. This query returns the result we wanted, which is any products which have a price equal to the highest. See, select product ID, category name, category price from products where price is right. Equal to the highest. See, So again have our tables of products, and now we are also interested in the other details table, right? So here two tables are there. Let's say we want to write a query to return all products from the product table where the product ID was also in the other details table, right? We can do that by using a multiple subquery, for example, like this. See, now we are selecting columns from products. Now we are selecting columns from products where the product ID is in, and then we have our subquery. Self product ID category price and from products where product ID see here two tables, product tables and order tables. 101, 101, 102, these are the order ID. This is 1, 4, 5, 5, 6 are product ID, and quantity, this is the quantity. And here product ID 1, 2, 3, 1 to 8, product ID category commodity niche commodity convenience, and price 51.85. These are the columns, right? See here I want product ID category price from products where product ID, this category where product ID in. So I have product IDs and product table 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but I want only product IDs which are present in order details, right? So in order details I have some product IDs 1, 4, 5, 5, 6, right? From those product ID numbers, I want product ID details, right? See, select product ID in subquery, select product ID from order details, select product ID from order details. In that product that query executes, inner query executes, gives 1, 4, 5, 5, 6, right? In that 1, 4, 5, 5, 6 it will give that products, right? 1, 4, 5, 5, 6, right? See, in parentheses and subquery is now going to return multiple rows, and that's why we are using the in operator rather than equals, right? This is also a self-contained subquery. If we were to row just the subquery, then we will get the following results, right? If you run that query, it will get 1, 4, 5, 5, 6, because that 1, 4, 5, 5, 6 are from order table, second table. So subquery returns multiple layers. In this case it's retaining all the product IDs from the other details table, order details table, right? The way clause in the out of then applies a filter to keep only product IDs then that are in the subquery, right? So this query gives the following result and complete. So typically the inward is used for multiple rows for queries. We cannot use the alias operator for, see, some queries that return multiple rows. This is because equalizers use it to compare one item to other item. So note that at least conceptually SQL evaluates what is in the parenthesis first, right? Conceptually SQL executes in the parenthesis. So it first evaluates the subquery and then output of the subquery returned and used by the query, right? Correlated subqueries. What is correlated subqueries? Here in this session we are going to look at correlated subqueries. Correlated subqueries are a type of subquery where the subquery references a column from the table in the outer query. So a column from the table table, right? A column from the queries values. This means that you cannot simply run the subquery independently. In subqueries, you cannot run the queries independently. See, because a correlated query depends, subquery depends, correlated subquery depends. Self subquery and correlated subquery. Excuse me. Correlated subquery depends on the outer query for its values. This means that you cannot simply run the subquery independently, right? So, like, see, a correlated subquery may be evaluated once for each row processed by the outer query. See, this can mean that correlated subqueries are slow to run, right? However, this is not always the case. Depending on situation and the database engine you are using, the database engine might be able to optimize, right, the query performance, optimize the query performance. This means that a correlated subquery might not necessarily be evaluated once for each row in the outer query. However, it is helpful to think about this row by row evaluation, which learning correlated subqueries. Okay, that is enough. Let's dive into some example, right? This is products table. Here we have a table of products, and let's say we have the following objective: return all products which have the highest price for their product category, which have here all the products are there, and in product category so many categories are there, like commodity is there, niche, Nike is there, some unassigned commodity category, and convenience category there. Nearly 4 types of category there. In 4 types of category, I want that maximum price for that their product. 4 categories I want maximum price, right? Here it is one of the most important interview question. For sir, interviewer asked like this: I have an employee data. In that employees department wise, so many departments are there, few departments. Department wise, I want highest salary of the each department, highest salaried employee of the each department. This is the most important interview question. They asked so many times me in interview, right? So what is the question? I have an employees table. In that employees table, department wise, I want the highest salaried employee. How will you achieve, right? How will you achieve? Here let's see. We can do that by writing that following query like this: correlated query. By writing correlated query you can use, right? Like just select the employee ID, category, price. Like sir, here product category, price, and from products same table. In the same table, product and where price is where that max price. By using correlated, simply how we will answer to that asked by interviewer, by using correlated query like that from self table like products P1, and again in that price is the salary is equal to max salary, right? Max salary from products P2, where P2 category is equal to P1 category. Here see, it will gives maximum salary. That second correlated query, maximum price it will give. And why we given that where condition, we have to get that department, right? Matching department, maximum department, that department, from that department here you have to equal the department ID, right? It depends, completely depends. Correlated, just you can answer if you didn't remember that entire query, simply you can answer, right? Like by using correlated query, like first we have to select employee ID, employee name, salary from employees table E1, like, and where salary is equal to, again select max salary from same employee E2. Here condition where E1 department is equal to E2 department ID, where it should be equal. It will gives maximum and maximum salary department, from department wise, right? We want, so if they ask department wise maximum salary, you have to equal departments, right, in the self table. Like that you have to answer, right? This is the most important, most asked question in interviews in my experience, nearly 5 years experience. In that 5 years experience, I attended number of interviews, more than 50-60 interviews. In that, at least more than 10 interviews they asked this question. So here in this query we are using correlated subquery to return the maximum price, and the category is equal to the category in the outer query, right? Note that both the outer query and the subquery refers to different instances of the same table, instances of the same table. You can use this word. Here we have to use different instances of the same table, right? So here what happened, in the outer query the product table is aliased to P1, and in the subquery the same products table has been aliased to P2, right? This is necessary to do because then we can correlated that category column from the subquery to the category column from the outer query, and we do that in the where class on the subquery. So in the where class we have where P2 dot category equals P1 category, and here P1 category reference the outer queries category column, right? Outer queries category column. See, so for instance, when the outer query has value of a commodity from the category column, then the subquery will return the maximum price of subquery will return the maximum price out of all products where the category is commodity, right? See, let's go through how each row is processed as a conceptual view. If we take that first row, the category column equals commodity, to show how this query is being processed. Let's sub in the category wise, right? See, let's sub in the category wise into the where clause of the category. So for row 1 the category value is commodity, so P1 category equals commodity for this row. See, when the subquery processes row, it is going to return that maximum price where category equals commodity. here category is equal to commodity. If we look at all the rows where category equals commodity, we can see that highest price for this, right? Like that it will suggest that commodity, in that commodity which is the highest, and this and here category is $51 is the highest. In category $51 is the highest, so it will give the row 1 has a price of $51, so it meets that condition as specified in the where clause. So where clause of the outer query, where the price equals the maximum price for the commodity category, right? So this row 1 will be included in the query result like this. Now we move on to the next row. Row 2 belongs to the category Nike. So now the where clause in the subquery is calculating the max price where category equals Niche. If we look at the rows where category equals Niche, the highest price, see, highest price for this category is 95. Because row 2 does not have a price equal to the maximum price for this category, this means that this is evaluates to false. So and therefore it is not included in the query result. So we continue on liking this by having the subquery, right? So 95 is the maximum and 85 is not maximum, so it will false and continues that. Calculate the maximum price for each category as given by the row by evaluated in the outer query, right? So like this we get 4 rows in the final query result, and these are all the products which have a price equals to the maximum price in their respective product categories, right? Now in this case actually there are actually a couple of different ways we could have written this query. See, for instance, we could have written this query as a join to self-contained subquery. Join to self-contained subquery. What we call join to self-contained subquery. Let's quickly go through that. So we have a self-contained subquery. Here the subquery has been aliased as P2, and the subquery is grouped the products by category and calculating the max price for each category, and we are calling this max cat price, that column as max cat price. So the subquery table looks like this. So this subquery is then inner joined to the products table on the category, and where the product price equals the maximum category price. This query returns the same result as the correlated subquery we did before, right? Self-contained subquery. By using self-contained subquery also you can, and inner join. So for that employees question I asked, right, initially, for that question what you will answer? By using correlated subquery. By using correlated subquery or self-contained join, self-contained subquery, or self-contained subquery, or else by correlated subquery you can achieve. In self-contained by using correlated subquery it is easy, but in self-contained subquery we have to use inner join. See, select product id, product name, price as product, and inner join. Again select category, category, there we have to select department, and max price as max price from same table products, and group by category. Here alias P2, that alias as P2, that entire table will be, see, in that second it will be as table P2. So on P1 category, here department wise, in employees table we have to match with department wise. Here category wise, P1 category is equal to P2 category, and have to match category and have to give the maximum. And operator we have to give P1 price is equal to P2 max cat price. P1 price is equal to where max price. If it equals to max price, then it will gives the max price of the employee, sorry, max price of the category, right? In that way you can achieve this result. Here this query returns the same result as correlated subquery, right? We did before. Like this. Later on we will look at how we can achieve the same result, but by using an analytical window function. Let's see next. Exists operator. It's already lengthy. Let's see later. Correlated subqueries, it will be one topic, and exist operator will be another topic. Let's continue on the next session. I will stopping here.